Hey everybody, this is Joel from movingtomexi.co. Welcome to our channel. We are in beautiful Bucerias on the corner, La Esquina de Guadalupe, Victoria y Cinco de Mayo. That's the corner of Guadalupe, Victoria and Cinco de Mayo. We got chickens. Can you hear them? We got roosters. Actually, oh, there they go. They're almost silent. And this is the first video of WINO Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and what happens on WINO Wednesday? Well, we drink wine and we explore some of the most amazing, some of the most incredible, some of the most spectacular, some of those magnificante for my Italian friends. For my Italian friends. Magnifico. Mexican wines, truly. And we are here at Cooley's, and we are gonna go see my good friend, Ezekiel, who is the sommelier here in Bucerias, who will not only recommend the best wines, but you know what? He's gonna become your brother. He's gonna become your best friend. Let's go check it out, Paul. Are you ready? Vamos! So I'm here at Cooley's on the upstairs terrace. Beautiful mountain vistas right in front of me, and just to the other side, the sea. And I'm here with Ezekiel, who is the sommelier, runs the wine program here at Cooley's. And actually, I have to credit you for really getting me into Mexican wines. Now, I was drinking Mexican wines, but after I met you and started coming more and more often to Cooley's and going through your suggestions, I really became addicted, for lack of a better word, and really started pouring in to the experience of drinking Mexican wines on a regular basis. So anyways, thank you very much for having us here at your brother's restaurant, right?
Yes.
And your brother is Ulises.
Yes.
Excellent.
Ulises, yeah. The restaurant, it has been open for 5 years already. But before that, well, like the way it is right now, but before that, my brother started a little business, which was a taco stand, but it was more like fish tacos and hamburgers. And that was like 15 years ago. But his dream, it was always to open the restaurant. This was our backyard. That was your backyard? Yes, we always, we grew up with our grandmother. So our grandmother's house is on the back. So this was our playground when we were kids. So he just built it.
He built right on top of your
Yes.
playground. So tell me about the name, Cooley's. It's kind of an interesting name.
Cooley, it's a short name for my brother. His name is Ulises. And people have been calling Cooley since we were kids. So thinking in a name for the restaurant, and we thought Cooley's like the way the French sauce sounds, you know, like to have like a culinary name.
When I'm looking for a nice dinner that's going to accompany real good Mexican wines, where I'm going to have a wide variety and selection, we always come to Cooley's. So I've had Casa Maggioni before, but I haven't had this particular white, and I see that it's a blend. What can you tell me about it?
Yeah, Casa Maggioni is one of the more emblematic wineries in Valle Guadalupe, because its founder, which is Camillo Magoni, he's an Italian guy. He used to be a winemaker for the LA Cheto. So he's like in 2013, he opened his winery. So he's doing spectacular wines. This one, what we're gonna try, it's a Viognier. Fiano.
And Fiano.
Fiano.
And I don't think most people have ever heard of the grape Fiano.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's an Italian wine. I mean, Italian grape. It's a white grape. It could be pretty similar to a Sauvignon Blanc. To maybe Riesling.
But like a dry Riesling?
Like a dry Riesling, yeah. But it's only 20% of the percentage of the wine.
So 80% Viognier and then 20% Fiano.
Yes.
And perfect for like a warm summer day, or to pair with What do we have here? It looks like carpaccio.
We're gonna pair it with a carpaccio, octopus
pulpo.
carpaccio,
Yeah.
which is on the restaurant with. It's a carpaccio with capers,
Okay.
with a Parmesan, shaved Parmesan cheese, with some saffron flatbread and black ink infused flatbread as well, with a little bit of rosemary mint aioli and some arugula. I'm gonna pour a little bit. First me, because I need to make sure it's fine.
I trust you.
It's fine. Muy bien. Okay.
All right. So first wine, a Viognier, 80%,
Yes.
and
Piano.
Piano. Wow.
So it has a nice.
It's kind of interesting
Yeah.
too, because as a white, I do pick up like little notes of tobacco, which don't normally happen. So I don't know if that's just by virtue of where it's growing, but just a little bit on the nose along with that fruit.
Yeah. It also smells like honey
Yes.
on the honey side. But on the mouth, it's all the
Wow.
citrusy and
It's
acidity.
delish.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try a little bit of this carpaccio. Now the carpaccio, some of the way people do it is they boil the meat first and then they slice it, or is
Yeah.
this pure ceviche without being cooked first?
Okay. It's made like the way it should be, the way the carpaccio should be. You know, they frozen the meat
Yeah,
and then they slice it very thin.
yeah.
But on this case with the octopus, it has to be cooked because otherwise will be like a rubber band, like
Too
chewy.
rubbery.
Yeah, too rubbery, exactly. So it has to be cooked. So we suggest with the flatbread, put a little of everything
Yeah.
on top and enough of the aioli so all the flavors come out.
So I'm going to take a little bit of flatbread.
Yes.
I'm going to take a little bit of aioli. And well, I'm going to put this herb on there anyways. Yeah, just like so. I'm going to use my fingers.
Yeah.
Easier. And
Don't
I'm
forget some capers. The capers
get a
go really
caper.
nice.
gonna- Little caper on top.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Like every time I see people eating at the restaurant, and when they eat,
Yeah.
after they swallow the meat, the food, they drink the wine. It should be at the same time because that's the pairing. It's just a suggestion, like what I see in people, like maybe they might not know.
So don't be scared. Take a bite of the food. And actually pair the wine
Exactly.
with your food.
Yeah. What do you
Good
think?
point. It's amazing. It's a good choice. It's a good pairing.
Muy bien. So our next wine, it's from San Luis Potosí. It's 100% Nebbiolo,
Nebbiolo.
and we're gonna pair it with a salmon,
Okay.
with some blackened risotto
Okay.
in a clam sauce.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be beautiful with this rosé.
And clams in Spanish, mejillos.
Clams is almejas.
Almejas. Ah, mejillos es muscles.
Mejillones muscles.
Mejillones, muscles, y clams. ¿Cómo se dice?
Almejas.
Almejas. Well, the other thing I wanted to mention, so we had the white, and I wanted, part of our episodes, we always like to teach people some Spanish words, and white is, so it would be a vino blanco. So wine is vino, and it would be vino blanco. And in this case, we're vino, and rosé is rosé,
Yeah.
or rosada,
Rosado.
rosado.
In Spanish it's more rosado. Rosé
Rosado.
will make sense, but it's
Because
rosado.
sometimes if you have a rosado in Mexico, it could be deemed a little bit sweet or something. So Rosé is more in the traditional French style. But this is interesting, and this is a Nebbiolo grape. And one thing that is pretty consistent in Mexico is Nebbiolo does really, really well here.
Yes, but more on Guadalupe Valley.
Okay.
It's becoming like their
Grape, the signature grape.
The signature grape. Yeah, they grow the most important grapes in Guadalupe Valley: Nebbiolo, Tempranillo, Grenache.
And it kind of makes sense because, you know, think about if you were to go into Spain, where in the Rioja region, you're just kind of off the coast there. It's a little bit of a different climate, but I think based on the climate and the Baja and the things it's kind of got going for it, those grapes have obviously done really, really well. Yeah. But this is from central Mexico.
This is from central Mexico, San Luis Potosí.
San Luis Potosí.
Yes.
But off the coast, so San Luis Potosí is near the water, but it's not on the water.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like 8 hours from here.
Yeah. Now that's a beautiful color.
Yeah. It's in Spanish is bronce paja.
¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo?
Como un bronce, pero paja.
Como bronce.
The ring is bronze.
Sí.
Bronze.
Sí, bronze. Bronce.
Sí.
Es completamente bronce.
Bronze, sí.
Completely, bronce, bronze. Salud.
Salud.
That's nice. You know, it's dry, but it's got a little bit of forward fruit to it. Yeah. So to me, this is going to be a perfect pairing with the salmon and the black risotto.
Soto.
But I can imagine myself on the beach right now.
Exactly.
Sitting, not even eating anything, just drinking this beautiful
yourself,
rosé. No? So tell us about the plate. Again, so it's a salmon.
It's a fillet of salmon.
Yeah.
Served over some wilted spinach with a black ink infused risotto, some asparagus with a clam, and chanterelle sauce with white wine.
Okay. And the ink comes from a squid, like squid ink.
Yes, squid ink.
Okay. ¿Y cómo se dice squid en español?
Squid se dice calamar.
Calamar, como
So
calamari, es como lo mismo en italiano.
Exacto.
Okay.
Tinta de calamar.
Tinta de calamar. When you're tasting, don't be afraid to take a bite, but then take a sip of your wine while the food is still in your mouth, so you can truly get that pairing.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how the pairing.
Well, I'm chewing. Wow. That's like sauce on my sauce. That's like sauce on my sauce. That's like sauce on my sauce.
Very well balanced.
Yeah, it's so good.
This style of wine, it's like, if you're thinking Rioja, that's what we have in the glass. Like all these oak notes, chocolate, tobacco. It's so well done.
But almost like Rioja, but like a Bordeaux, almost like a blend, no?
Like a blend, yeah. It could be like a kind of like a Bordeaux blend. That to me reminds me more like a Rioja.
Okay. Okay.
Like a Rioja.
You know what? On the nose, immediately. Yeah, I get it.
With your eyes closed.
Yeah, with your eyes closed.
You won't call it
no,
Mexico or anything. It's like
that's crazy.
Rioja.
Yeah.
But on the mouth, it's different. You know.
But even going back into this database in my head, I do sense a little bit, like, you know, like think about the wine style of Bordeaux, like a Bordeaux. It's almost like the wines in Mexico, like they're taking a little bit from everybody because they're taking all these European vines, growing them here, but making them in a very creative style. You're getting a little bit of everything. I mean, I have to admit, I'm a bit of a food snob, a wine snob, a beer snob. And when we first moved to Mexico, I still stuck to my Tempranillos. I love my Tempranillos, and we could always get good Tempranillos here, so I kind of like stuck to that. And I mean, I love Bordeaux, right? I have memories, like some of my best memories are drinking some incredible Bordeaux blends. My favorite of all times was a 1982 Chateau de Cru Bocayou. And one day, which was the light bulb moment, we were driving back to Canada and we stopped in Zacatecas at this little hotel. And I saw this bottle on it was like kind of like the wood thing there, and the bottle was just there. And I'm like, I want to try, this is a bottle from Zacatecas, I'd like to try it. I expected zero. And then so you open the bottle.
You're telling me that Zacatecas was your first...
The first time I tried a really good Mexican wine, where it blew my mind.
Don't tell me it was Tierra Adentro. What's the name of it?
Sí, yo
Tierra
pienso que
Adentro?
sí. Tierra Adentro.
It's the best they have.
Sí.
It's beautiful wine.
But this was Ezekiel.
And it's a blend.
No, this is 6 years ago. This is 6 years ago, right? And then we're like, wow, okay, so we started expanding a little bit, but the thing was, it was always a little bit more money. We were very budget conscious when we first moved here. I would always go back to my Tempranillos because I could buy them for 120, 150 pesos. And for a table wine, you're not going to go wrong with a good Tempranillo from España.
Yeah.
But then once we started coming here, and then I met you and I saw that you guys improved your wine menu. Like, it was like, whoa, look at this. I couldn't help myself. And then the more I discovered about Mexican wines, that's it. We drink 80% in our household Mexican wine.
Thank
like,
you.
it's so good. How can I not drink it? And yeah, we average down because we pay a little bit more. But guess what? If you want something good, you have to pay for it. If you want something shitty, for lack of a better word, well, you can buy that too. But
exactly.
This is, you gotta get those legs, baby. Look at the color. Wow.
She's already finished mine.
Plato fuerte. And explain to people what is a plato fuerte is a strong plate, but it's not. What is a plato fuerte?
Well, that's a straight translation.
Yeah.
But plato fuerte means the main dish.
The main dish.
The main dish or main course.
Yeah. And it kind of makes sense. It's like your plato fuerte. It's like your big plate. This is a plato fuerte.
Yeah, we don't call the first course, we don't call like wheat flour, with plato.
Yeah, it's
plato
it's not like a weak plato.
No. It's just plato fuerte. I don't know why.
Es una entrada. So entrada is a starter.
Plato fuerte, postre.
Y postre. There you go. Entrada, the first course. Plato fuerte. Y postre is dessert.
This one is beautiful. You should have some.
Oh, yeah.
You should have some. It's beautiful.
A few moments later.
Thank you very much for joining us for the El Primer WINO Wednesday, which is the first WINO Wednesday. And again, just trying to teach you a little bit of Spanish, as much as, or as little as I know. I'm going to help. But muchas gracias, Ezekiel. You are very knowledgeable, and we always feel welcome here. And this,
you guys are very welcome.
Yeah, your selection, like always, was, I'm going to try it, Paul, Magnificante. Ah, shit!
It was very close. I understood. Fair enough.
Oh my God, again. How many times do I have to practice that? Magnifico. Gracias.
Magnifico, thank you. You know, as always, it's a pleasure to have you here. You know, you and Jill and your family, your friends. So, anytime.
Yo pienso que siempre tenemos una casa aquí y ustedes son como amigos, pero más de amigos, como familia. Muchas gracias.
Así son.
Salud.
Salud.
Adiós. Nos vemos y hasta pronto.
Hasta la vista.
Y hasta la vista.
Papa,